Okay. For the third, just to having this little moment, still on Tuesday 24th, which is supposed to be 25th, or 25th, sorry, which perhaps it is 25th. Let's check around. Perhaps I am so damaged that going around, but yes, today's 25th. Sorry, my mistake. Suddenly at the reality of this day, this Tuesday, 25th, 2014, which the two before I made them were in this 25th. This is 1353 here, Buenos Aires, still in my address. And they're just like saying a couple of things more. There suddenly happened that this person, which I consciously don't remember her name, at the Hebrew to translate will be Atrikdach Ninimsim, Bashkolplet Anjalot. Seventh Defensory of Minor and Incapable, which is called here in Buenos Aires at the textual, which will be of minor and disability. Talking about demons. And demons, actually, but incapable, there is like a very market for this disgusting prostitute. And the reality of what as market has upon my head. Like the Wegmaster, 88 Civil Argentina. There's this reality which these two powers horse, criminals, psychopaths, degenerates, says that are my voice, and they advised me. Makes counseling about my life, about how best doing. Hardly no one of these two whores ever spoken not a word with me, and said only to handle forensics and sirs logistics of the hospitals that they knows how to doing this, and tell to the mother and sister they gotta understand. And whenever I had a very rage condition, which I said I will make them both of them shit in them faces, after they kept on making the same thing and making up any kind of a shit and arming causes after getting so tired of those two whores, partners of human meat market, and the sodomaki that they got in all the time, party, sodoma a la cama, sodoma to the bed, making all powers arranging and oh, give me, yes I want, I give you all you want, but don't you ever be away from me, I want ya. Horse. Cycles damn horse. HTTPS www.prostitutas del poder argentino y toda la degeneración y la pudrición psicópata que son. .int F5 OS recalled my last key on any Norton to cleaning, redirectioning and links. Horse. And suddenly the reality of Sodoma Federal Police of Argentina went again to this defensor whore that says to has my voice and is my voice, which doesn't represent nothing on me because she says that law act and it's a demon by law, but the law of them. Circus of sodomakis and prostitutes of them all, making trades up on people and seeing who abduct first and who abduct later and who raped murder and sale like organs by Murder One or kids by pedophilic clubs of Aníbal Fernandez, Cristina Kirchner, Nestor Kirchner and all of them bodies and these two whores that are permanently making this markets up on us. And also how to sailing under title of incapable, disability, demons, peoples all around the world to rape and murder and using like prostitutes or slavery. Right of state, Argentina law, but law they are and we know so. And all of the machineries of cycles that generates on psychiatrist titles, all around to the making the generations that they are for all the way. Telling that gotta be internated again and we know this, gotta talking to the mother, to the sister right away and we have to doing. And of course my mother calling my sister, oh my brother is again with this problem. Oh yes, we told you and we knew it. He will ever need another internation, but how come? Is this like this? You know it and you're my voice, bitch of hell. Sorry the words. To saying this at the reality, and I'm sorry again, my rage that even extra-limited myself. Over this, all to say is exactly what is happening right now, and Sodoma federal faggots, sorry the word again, they are hell faggots, still making the same thing and forging and saying we are not going to allow this, not anymore. And one more, just like to say, this reality, which only happened, the reality that the federal pedophilics, rapists, sodomaki pretended of judges, but one with an ICC is clear, which is threatened all the time. The rest all pedophilic sodomaki degenerate dog eaters, abominable psychopaths, murderers, genociders, human meat marketers, the generation abomination cycle them criminal shit of Argentina, BJN. Making a severe 8,214 cases upon my person and saying Argentinian law says first, make the research and found out everything that you need and we see if we go for the trial. But tricky Sodoma faggot shit this. Like Cristina Kirchner always done and officialism permanently, Aníbal Fernández with them, and the national magistrate, there says, Magister of Justice Argentina. Always the same mercaders degenerate. Oh yes, we have this, but because of he said this word and somebody spoken about this, oh we twist it all, so nothing on this ever happened and we are going to making the Argentinian law. And putting the everything that were premeditated since the beginning and destroying everyone that were telling the truth, which they used the lie and forgery for the ahead that the generation always were the same in Argentina. And oh well, we can arrange. Do you have a couple of thousands or any million around? We can give you whatever you want. It's okay. Oh, this serves you. Oh yes, let's making. Nothing ever happened, and this is what Cristina Kirchner, Sodoma federal rapists, murderers, forgers, degenerates, genociders, robbers, and whole degeneration criminal cycles abomination and this disgusting squatters but less humanity remaining. Shit of a country pretended of government says gotta be, of course. And not only this, but this bunches of federal justice Argentina, this cycle shits, over maiden the grand Cristina Kirchner job and Aníbal Fernández job. Make them work, make them deliver everything to you and put them like associated to this against the government of the Argentina to making damages to the government, and you do and we do whatever we want with them. Let's finish this, because of we are doing what it must have to do and we know what we have to do. Why do you come over here, dude? And murder 28 members of justice about this already, which they premeditated making, and saying this is all forgery and damages to the government, and the real is what? The faggots Sodoma, Ejército Argentino, Armada Argentina, Armed Forces Argentina, sorry the words, faggots of hell, were making up about this all and saying that there had to be Sodoma, which doesn't has nothing to do with gay, again. And the reality of this all is exactly this. This disgusting shit keeps on arming and premeditating and first the blancos. The problem are the blancos, my people. Blanco is gay. Yeah, of course. So suddenly the reality of this all keeps on trying to using my family, which doesn't know nothing on this. Nothing at all, and I never received not a paper, but 88 civil and 7th defensory of minor and incapable. This is a demon and we gotta talk into the family because of they gotta know it is an important thing. and faggots Sodoma Federal Sodoma the generation and rest all. Oh, defensor, you got a job to do. This keeps on delivering all the time. And President of Argentina, which chose her and the whole the generation that she got seen for the making this market of human meat and destroying and suppression. And not only suppressive character, but disappearing people for we know what we have to do. Oh yes, we're going to make it, don't you worry, but you owe me something, you drag, you dog, you gotta giving me what I told ya. Sodoma a la cama. Business. Well, the reality is the Wacky, 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 delirious paranoid. Chunky, 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 we know everything of you. And I'm sorry the terms again. And so sloopt bal vitramales in bosvel de hamales en galshot lobet kalki menecha halo to swotlen menaiki menecha. And suddenly I just seen also with this whole generation, this news on the national local chains, which there were kind of a festival, this show about a lot of people presented themselves, artists here of Buenos Aires, at the already inaugurated ESMA Argentina. And saying that, oh, Nestor Kirchner, the patriotic hero, he made the net. And I'm going to say certain things that I already said about this. Whenever Nestor Kirchner got elected in Argentina, he were not for the reality of no patriot and the reality of not Argentina, no population. Neither Cristina Kirchner, neither the Fernandez, half brothers of that, then prostitute. And suddenly happened a so severe reality, which were exactly that he started making a very already, whenever the burn of the degenerate Luciano Troviano demon shit, pretended of president of the world, the enviest, suddenly the truth about this soul, the reality, and I'm sorry the terms again, not for them, but for us, about what this really is, which he came and established orders and started to making and baking the whole of the genocide in Argentina and saying we are in a new time, and fellows to the faggots militaries and the rest degenerates, we gotta understand something. This one, means me, already spoken about. There were this we are going to await until we don't know where it is, and we are going to coming. We are in a new time, and this new century and the new millennium is founding us in a very different thing. So let go what it were in past, and let's making the people to understand and believe we are making something, put stages and make them have and accede into what they think there is them right thing to having, and the right thing we are doing for we to show like we are governing and everything is okay, and let's going for what we are interested and we know we gotta do. And what they have to do were making what they do, theater, like Cristina Kirchner permanently does, and ESMA, ex-ESMA, is another theater. While this whole supposed restoring and making a very historical museum, kind of, there, or something like an communal interacting thing of the shit, well, shit Kirchner shit, there were this reality that between that time that this disgusting son of a shit, Nestor Kirchner, assumed powers here, and the whole of the process that they were making, still there inside were massive rapes made, and by Armada Argentina, Ejército Argentino, and Armed Forces Argentina, and disappearing people and destroying people there inside while they were working. Just like happened in the same Borda hospital, permanently still now in the Alvear hospital, and into much other places around this damn shit of a city. Especially quarters of armed forces, and especially Argentinian army, of course. All the time, kidnapping and delivering for massive destruction, rapes, maxillary breaks, bleed the thread because of we gotta do the right job and the sacrifice gotta work. All age, all gender, all class, even dogs. And suddenly, oh, put him in jail because of offenses the government how dares and liars. Also, the family to know. That never know. So suddenly the reality of this all comes to be exactly what it is. Over ESMA, last night were kind of a tribute for the, they said, the most ever alleged-like, emblematic disaster or painful thing of the whole of the military dictatorial condition. But because of you don't do what military says today, you gotta go to jail and you gotta be dead. Because of this is about, did they ever went away? Did they ever stop making what they were doing? At all. They were always ringing, and these prostitutes were serving them all the time. And what did they do? The war against the population, saying we are going to govern the world by raping and murdering, human sacrificing our ethnics. It cannot be prohibited, and we have rights for, and we are going to do with our country and everything in as living stock, livestock, which we will be, and all they have, it's ours because of the president of the world giving us, and we have rights. Of course. Suddenly, hell faggots made in this hall and this theater that people buys and thinks that everything is running and going in wheels so right, so well, so fine, everything is okay. They don't know no shit. And they keeps on saying that that is the truth of our country, no other, like the change in the Argentina, and even the reality of only 30,000 disappeared, and they were 5 million around, 2 million Jewish and much other. And still were much more since 2004 until today. And they keep on making the same all on. So the reality of this all is exactly this circus keeps on being and keeps on making the same old thing all on and on. And this degenerates doesn't stop to lying, and I'm going to show you the truth, what it were and what it is still. https www.miserias y degeneraciones de la República Argentina que nunca dejaron de ser. .int F8 OS recall. This last key, I just put it here in my account, and reality. Some cleaning links on the process with a Norton or any software around, and you will see the truth of this cycle shit that pretends of government of Argentina. Like surely happens in much other places in the world, especially Latin America, right? We know them well. As best as possible, please protect yourselves. Be careful around where you are, and Adonai to help us. This is now 14:11, and I'm just ending this video, and I hope this to be for some good, and I'm sorry again, apologize for the improper terms about the name of Yahweh, God Hashem, Yeshua Hasaret, Elachachai, Mashiachah, Ruach Elohim, Spirit of God, and every one of us. Shalom.